Today, I want to talk about why companies hate good people. And I think that this is something that really starts at the application, at the interview, at the hiring process. Because let's be honest, why would a company hire someone who is a good person, who's a hard worker, who meets all the resume qualifications, when they can easily just hire the vice president's nephew, hire someone who maybe one of the managers has worked with at a previous organization? I mean, there's all kinds of different nepotism and favoritism hires they can go with. And that's not necessarily to say that all those people are bad people, those nepotism hires, but that's also not to say that all those people are good people. That's not to say that all those people are the most qualified people. That's not to say that all those people are the best people for the job. So that's first. These companies are not looking for people who are necessarily strangers, right? Unfortunately, one of the mottos and famous sayings that is unfortunately still true to this day is it's not what you know, it's who you know. And if you can network your way into a new job, that's going to really benefit your career. And then second of all, these companies are looking to hire someone at the lowest possible rate. So they're not looking for someone who has all the skill sets, has all the expertise, and because that person might want 60,000, 80,000 for the job. No, they're going to hire someone who they can get at a fraction of that cost. And that's not to say necessarily that those people are bad people, but they're not the best people for the job. Now, when it comes to these companies not wanting to hire good people or disliking good people, and I say it starts at the job interview process because I think that it really does. Let's be honest. Do you think that people in the 2024 job market are getting jobs because they're being 100% honest on their resume? If they're not a nepotism or a friendly hire, then they're probably embellishing, especially with all the technology options that we have now. I mean, there's AI, there's Chat GPT, all that kind of stuff, and people are using Chat GPT to write their resumes. So long gone really is the skill of writing a really good resume, of not lying, but making sure that all of your skills, all of your history really lines up well with the job. Making sure that everything you do and everything that you have done, you correlate that to what they're looking for in the job posting. So if they're looking for Salesforce, you talk about your Salesforce experience. If they're looking for team building, hey. And with ChatGPT, they're not just able to add brand new keywords, they're also able to write it in such a way that it seems like they know what they're talking about. So they can use some more buzzwords, they can use the proper context, and they can really paint a picture of a skill set and an expertise that's not actually true. And the problem is, yes, I think you could weed these things out in the interview, but a lot of times you're not getting to the interview process. So if you're lying and you're being a little deceptive, you're able to get to a point where you can get past those AI screeners and you're able to get to the interview in the first place. And if everyone's lying and deceiving, well, you're going to have a bunch of candidates who are not doing the right thing, who are not on the up and up, and that is not where you want to be, because the good quality candidates who are being honest, being truthful, and keeping it 100 don't even get that far. Forget an interview, they're not getting called. They're just going to get the generic, basic, we're going in a different direction with this interview, or we're not going to advance with your resume or your profile, kind of generic email. Those who are lying and deceiving using ChatGPT are going to be able to get these job opportunities. So let's say you actually do find somehow, some way to land a job, you get past the whole job interview process, and let's just say you're able to get your resume looked at, viewed by the right person, and you were able to get a interview. And then from the interview, you were able to pass that, and being honest and being on the up and up got you the job over someone who not just lied on their resume, their cover letter, but also lied to their job interview, practicing the narrative of being someone that they think that they should be, practicing the narrative of this person, this ideal candidate that the company is looking to hire, as opposed to who they genuinely are. So let's say you get past all of that. Then your hurdle that you have to accomplish is being able to just navigate the lay of the land at the corporation. Because let's be honest, you're not just going to want to stay in that one position your whole time. You're going to want to also get promoted, get a raise, get more than just the somewhat guaranteed 3% merit increase, cost of living increase that you're going to get every year. So what kind of things are you going to have to do to be there to get the proper promotion? Because let's be honest, it's not going to be a merit-based promotion. It's going to be based off of how much butt you're kissing. So you need to make sure that you go and you rub elbows with the right people. You're going to have to pretend to like things that you don't necessarily like. You're going to have to pretend to enjoy the company of people that you don't necessarily like. And a lot of these things happen kind of off the clock, if you will. At networking events, like maybe you have to go to a conference with an executive, maybe there's a happy hour, maybe there's a potluck. There could be all kinds of things. It's not going to be based off the quality of your work. And if you're just thinking, hey, I'm a good person, I'm gonna let my work speak for itself, that's a terrible strategy. Because you're gonna get beat by the people who maybe don't even do a good job. Maybe people don't even know what they do. But the main thing that they're spending their time on is kissing butt, sucking up to the right people, and that is what's getting them their opportunities to go and get promotions, go to special conferences, maybe even get employee paid vacations, because these executives are going to want to, if they have to bring someone along on a vacation or a merit trip, they're not going to pick someone who is just doing the best job. They're going to pick someone that they vibe with, that who has kissed up, who makes them feel like they're the king of the world, and that's what they're going to go with. So even once you get your job, companies really still seem to hate good people, because good people are not necessarily promoted. Good people don't even really stay at jobs. I mean, if an executive has to make a decision and they have to choose between a couple of different people, and one person is their golf buddy or their drinking buddy, or went to the same school or likes the same sports team as them, they're going to pick that person over the good person who's maybe quiet, reserved, and just wants to do their job. So it's not about the quality of the output of the work. It's really just about sucking up and kissing the right butts. And I'm not saying that if you're genuinely gregarious and you're outspoken and you're an extrovert, you're a bad person. But there are a lot of people who use that kind of personality for nefarious means of just promoting themselves, and they're not spending time making sure they're good workers. They're contributing to the company. They're just making sure that they're spending as much time as possible kissing up, and that's really something that should not be rewarded all the time, or at least as much as it is. But let me know what you think about this down in the comments below, because I'd like to hear if you've been through a similar situation where you've just wanted to show up to work, do your job, and be done with it, and you kept getting passed up time and time again for promotions by somebody who maybe didn't even do a great job, but they're just spending so much time kissing a butt, being fake, and really just worried about playing the climb the corporate ladder game, as opposed to we're here to do a good job, not game, but work. And let me know if you've even been laid off or fired in favor of someone who is doing these kind of things. And let me know, maybe you don't even think this is a bad thing. Maybe it's okay, maybe this is just how the world works and you just got to get used to it. It's just part of it, because they are getting enough work done, these companies I guess by just outsourcing as much work as possible. So maybe they don't even need as many American employees as they even do have right now. Maybe it's just all an ego thing. Maybe it's all just a thing to boost their pride. And if that's the case, maybe our job is not to be productive, to contribute, to get a lot of work done. Maybe our job is just to make executives feel whole, feel appreciated, feel the love that they didn't feel or experience growing up from their parents or their classmates or whatever. So, but let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below, because I know I've had a lot of experiences where this has happened. I just see people, I'm like, what are you doing here? What is your job? It's one of those, what is it that you do here? Because I see a lot of people just running around, not really doing anything. They're just making sure, oh, hey boss, can I get you coffee? Hey boss, I'm gonna go pick up lunch. Can I get you anything? It's like, dude, do some work. But that's been my experience. But I'd love to hear your experience and how you feel about this topic down in the comments below. Talk to you later.